Hey everyone, ready to dive into something kind of thorny? It's this whole return to the office thing. Everyone's got an opinion, it seems, and we're going right to the source for this one, no sugarcoating. Reddit.r/career guidance. Their thread is on fire. Everyone and their dog's on there debating RTO, so we're digging through it all. Got to be some gems in there, right? First thing that hits you, reading through it, lots of side-eye at employers. Seems like the general feeling is companies just want us all back in those office chairs so they can, micromanage every little thing we do. Butts and seats, the whole bit.
Yeah, I see that too. That control aspect definitely comes up. But we got to look deeper, right? It's a post-pandemic world. The economy's got companies doing some wild stuff, and that's got to be playing into this RTO push too. Can't ignore that.
So it's not just about wanting to watch over everyone's shoulder all day.
Right, right. Think about it, all those empty office buildings out there. That's a money pit for landlords. Big losses. And that trickles down to the companies, doesn't it?
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
One commenter, they even said their own boss owns a whole city block, the buildings, the whole thing, raking in rent from every company in there.
Whoa, talk about a conflict of interest.
Exactly. Puts things in perspective, eh? So it ain't just about watching over folks. There's serious financial games afoot.
Yeah, no kidding. Big money involved.
And get this, some companies, they actually get tax breaks just for having employees in those office buildings.
Tax breaks? Seriously?
Oh yeah, so now you got empty buildings draining money on one hand and potential tax benefits dangling on the other. No wonder everyone's losing their minds over this RTO thing.
I mean, wouldn't you? It's a whole thing.
Absolutely. But here's the kicker. It's not one size fits all. We found a story, insurance company, they said to hell with it, sold their giant HQ building, went fully remote.
No way, right?
Saving a fortune, haven't looked back. So for every company sweating those empty offices, there's one thriving remotely. Makes you think.
That is wild. So which is it then? Sounds like this RTO thing, it's a whole mess of money problems, depends what industry you're in, who knows what else.
Right, this insurance company, they're doing great. Makes you wonder, what is it about some work that's perfect for remote while others, it's a struggle? Is it the type of work, the company's culture maybe? Whole other can of worms to open.
Okay, so we've figured out it's not just about bosses breathing down everyone's necks, right?
Yeah.
This RTO thing, it's about money, empty buildings, even taxes. Wild. But what about all that research saying remote work is more productive? Tons of people in this Reddit thread, they're like, I get so much more done at home. So what gives? Why drag everyone back if it's working?
Hits on a good point, doesn't it? See, just because individuals are crushing it remotely doesn't mean the whole company's humming along, especially now. Economy's shaky, gotta work together, right? It's more than just one person's to-do list.
So like each person's doing great solo, but the company itself isn't. Something's missing.
Exactly. Big thing people are saying, training new folks remotely, nightmare. One commenter, law firm, they said they're junior people, just not picking things up as fast remotely. That hands-on stuff, watching your boss, learning by accident, that's gone virtually.
Makes sense, yeah. Overhearing something random, getting pulled into a meeting last minute. You learn a ton that way, just by being around.
Right, and it's more than just those little moments. People were saying networking, especially for newbies, it's tough remotely. You miss those coffee machine chats, hallway run-ins. Those lead to connections, opportunities you wouldn't expect.
So if you're already established, got your network, remote's awesome. But starting out might be missing out.
Tough spot for sure. Companies got to get creative. Maybe online mentoring, more structured training, something. Because remote work is here to stay, right?
Feels like we're heading towards this hybrid thing, some in, some out. Funny though, this thread. People are on both sides, hardcore. Some, they're loving the remote life. Others, dying to get back to the office. Got this one software dev, been remote 5 years, says it's so much easier to get promoted now. All about the work, no office politics.
There you go.
Yeah.
Other side of the coin, right. Remote levels the playing field for some. No distractions, no playing games, just pure output. If that's your jam, more power to you.
So this productivity thing, it's a whole beast, huh? Not just if you get work done, but the company, the training, how we even work together is changing.
Yeah.
Funny, we talk about this RTO thing, it's all productivity, bottom line, numbers. But reading these Reddit stories, it's people, How we feel about work matters too.
Oh, for sure. We're not robots, right? This work stuff is our social life, our sanity even. It's in those little details people share. You really see it.
Like this one, someone saying they missed their morning routine, donut shop, coffee, the whole deal before the office. Said it got him in the zone,
Rituals, man, it's powerful. And that social thing, the office is the place you connect. Those side chats, lunch with coworkers, going out after. Some people, that's everything, keeps them going.
Totally. But then you got the other side, right? Folks doing victory dances, and that no more commute. They're all about that freedom, working from home in their pajamas, getting more done.
Oh, yeah, and they see our shit too. Got more done by 8 a.m. than I ever did in the whole office, one person said. If quiet is your thing, if you thrive on your own schedule, remote work, life-changing.
It shows you, right? What makes one person tick drives another nuts. Some folks, they need that busy office, the energy. Others, it's just noise. Can't think straight.
Exactly. And gotta be honest, both have downsides too. Like, missing out on people can get to you. But the flip side, office can be too much, especially if you're already kind of shy, anxious.
So how do you even balance that? Make everyone happy? Seems impossible.
Right. Companies got to ditch that one-size-fits-all. If you want people to actually like working for you, got to be real, offer different ways to do it.
So this hybrid thing everyone's talking about, what's that look like, though? Practically speaking, I mean.
$1,000,000 question. No easy answers. But T, people were talking about intentional office time, not just Tuesday, you're there, but why?
So instead of just showing up because it's Tuesday, it's more like we're all coming in for this project, this meeting, make it worth it.
Bingo. In-person stuff. Got to have a purpose, make it an event. One company, they do one day a month, everyone in. But they go all out, team building, fancy lunch, the whole shebang.
Okay, that's kind of cool, actually. Takes the pressure off. You're excited for that one day.
And isn't that the point? Finding what works for the company and the person. This future of work, it's going to be messy. Got to talk to each other, try things out,
This whole deep dive, man. My brain's full. It's like RTO isn't about picking a side. It's figuring out that in-between space. Remote, in-office, some weird combo.
Totally. And that sweet spot, it's different for everyone, right?
So, to everyone listening, here's your homework. If you could build the perfect work life, knowing what we know now, what's it look like? Home office haven, buzzing team environment, some crazy mix we haven't even thought of. Future of work is what we make it, right? So go out there, find what lets you thrive work-wise and life-wise. That's what matters.